Hello everyone. I don't know why I keep doing this. Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It has been a while, a very long while, but I'm going to try again to get back on this channel and post more regularly. So in an attempt to do that, this video is going to be a weekend reading vlog where I read my current reads and share my thoughts on them. And yeah, that's about it. Currently I'm reading Kaikeyi by Vaishnavi Patel. This is an Indian mythology retelling, and for people who are unfamiliar with Kaikeyi, she was a really important character in Ramayana, which is one of the most famous Hindi epics that I have grown up knowing about. So I was really interested in this book because this tells a story that is kind of different from what has been passed down through the generations. So I wanted to know, what this retelling will tell us. As you can see, I'm almost done with it. I have like maybe 50-70 pages. These are extras, but I have like this much left. So yeah, I am excited, and as you can see by how much I've annotated it, I am loving this book. And look at the cover, like hold up, look how pretty it is. Like, I don't even know how to hold it without yeah, look at that, look how stunning it is. Yeah, so I'm loving this one. I have 50 pages to go, about 50 pages. So yeah, I'm gonna read this, and then after finishing I'll let you guys know what I think. And yeah, one thing is there for me with this book that I am not really that familiar with Ramayana and the story. Like, I know the general gist of the story that I learned about growing up from my parents and stuff, but I didn't know who Kaikeyi was. I didn't know most of the things. So I'm not like, obviously I don't know which parts of the book is like accurate and which parts are fiction. So I've not really given any thought to whether this is like correct or not. Like, I don't know. So this is just another retelling for me. There's been a lot of criticism for the book because people are saying that the author has completely like changed the narrative and is trying to make Kaikeyi look like a good person, when in the original, or like in most of the retellings, she's seen as a bad person, or like a person who's done bad stuff. So yeah, I'm not really thinking about any of that. I just I'm reading it as if it's any other book. Like, even with like Greek mythology books and stuff, I don't know the story really well, so I'm not really thinking whether like, oh, if this is like accurate or not. Or yeah, it's just another retelling, it's just another fiction. There's no way of knowing whether her actions were for the better of the people in the story, or whether they were for her own selfish needs. Or yeah, so I'm not really thinking about that. I am loving her, I'm loving the story. And yeah, I haven't read a lot of Indian mythology, so I will definitely be checking more of them out, starting with Palace of Illusions and Forest of Enchantments, because my sister recently read it and she loved it. So yeah, I will definitely be picking up more Indian mythology books in the future because of this. Okay, time to start reading and finish the rest of this book. we are done. Wow. Wow. This book was so good. Definitely a 5-star. Loved the ending. It's interesting because I didn't know anything about the actual story or like what actually happens to Kaikeyi. Like, it was interesting that like I just didn't know those aspects of it, and just like was going in blind, not knowing how it's gonna end, who's going to live, who's going to die, that kind of stuff. Because obviously some of like the actual story that is passed down, like I know the gist of it, so I know like some of the things, like when they were happening I was like, oh, this is the thing that I know about, like this is gonna happen after this. Like I already had those expectations, and like I guess spoilers for this book, because I knew what happens for some of the characters, but because this book is about Kaikeyi, I didn't know how her story ends. So yeah, it was interesting to see that, and like I don't know, just be like worrying about the ending for her. So yeah, but amazing writing. I absolutely loved it. Cannot believe this is, the author's debut novel. Yeah, absolutely amazing. Like even the ending, like I loved the last line. Like literally when I read it I was like yeah, very very good writing. Yeah, I would highly recommend this for people who like reading about, strong women characters, but also characters that are disliked, and characters that don't try to make themselves likable. Like I don't know, in my head, like the only like a few of the characters I can think of like that are Jude from Cruel Prince and Nesta from A Court of Thorns and Roses. But yeah, this one I like. Yeah, unlikable female characters, strong female characters, like wow. And like in after finishing I looked up like what the actual, like what parts of this what actually happened in the story. Like I looked up her biography, and there's not a lot in it like about her, which the author did mention in the author's note at the beginning of the book. But there is, a lot of the events that I was not sure whether it's actually, it actually was mentioned in Ramayana or not, like did actually happen, which made me even more happy. Like there were like some aspects of it that I thought maybe the author put it in to like for because of the current times, and like how there's more, women's rights, feminism and all that. Like I thought maybe that's why it was in this, but even like reading about it online and stuff, those things actually were in the original book. So I really loved Kaikeyi even more for that, I guess. But yeah, definitely recommend this book. It is, yeah, really good. I will definitely be checking out more Indian mythology retellings, especially Palace of Illusions and Forest of Enchantments, because those are also retellings of, Hindu epics, but from the perspective of other female characters like Kaikeyi. Yeah. Anyways, as I was saying, 5 stars, highly recommended. I will definitely be thinking about this book for a long time. Yeah. Um, I don't know what I'm gonna pick up next. Either I'll pick up The Trouble with Hating You by Sajni Patel, or I'm going to maybe read Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams, because this was heavy. This took me a long time to finish. I don't know, I think over a week or so I've been reading it. But yeah, this was very heavy, so I need some rom-com, some romance to feel lighter, I guess. And then after that, I'm gonna start We Hunt the Flame, because that I've been trying to read for over 2 months, and I've been trying to read that for over 2 months and haven't been able to, but I'm in the mood and Ramadan is going on, so I'm gonna read it for that. Okay. Yes. Once I start my next read, I will update you guys. Hello, I am back. It's a different day and a new book. So I finished Kaikeyi yesterday, as I showed you guys, and I ended up, as you can see, I ended up starting this yesterday. I read only one chapter. I'm on the second chapter. And I forgot to record it, but anyways, not much has happened obviously since it's only chapter 1, but from what I understand, this will have an enemies to lover, as it says, hating you. At least I'm assuming the guy in the first chapter is the male character, but yeah, I'm seeing a friend group, so like found family vibes, a not so great dad. I haven't read the back, so I don't really know anything about this book except for what I've read in the chapter. But yeah, I'm excited. I haven't read a romance book in a while, or like a physical romance book in a while, that is also not like a, I don't know, steamy adult romance. Like, this is adult though, so I'm excited. Hopefully this will get me back into romance, because I haven't read much of it in a while and I miss it. So I'm excited. I will be annotating, and yeah, hopefully this is like, let's see, less than 350 pages, so, and it's like 2 p.m. right now, so I'm hoping I can finish this today, because it is Sunday, and if I don't finish it, then I don't know when I'll get to read it. Maybe tomorrow night. But yeah, I'm hoping that I can finish this today, and that it'll be so good that I'll be wanting to read more romance soon, pick up more of my romance books on my TBR. Yeah, I'm excited. This is the first book I'm reading by this author, so I'm also excited about that. And yeah, I've heard good things on Bookstagram, so let's go. my ramen break. I'd finished about halfway. I'm on chapter 17, page 164. Loving it so far. Very much very tricky topics, very sensitive topics being dealt with that I haven't had enough time to think about, I guess. But yeah, loving the vibes of the book so far, and I like the characters. I like things that are going on. I don't know, I'm not making much sense. I'm enjoying it so far. Have not had enough time to process it all to actually form thoughts about it, but yes. Anyways, moving on. I'm halfway through and I think 3 hours. I've been reading for 3 hours, so I think I should be able to finish this today. Let's see. Okay. Done. Do not be fooled by this cover. Some very, very heavy topics. I mean, yeah. The cover is, sweet and cute, but there is an author's note in the beginning that, tells us of things to expect. So make sure to check that before you get into the book, because some heavy topics. I did enjoy it though. I finished it in a day. I finished it in 6 hours, even with breaks and stuff. So definitely a page turner, a very, not easy, but a book that is easy to immerse yourself in, I guess. Really enjoyed it. Will definitely be checking out book 2 in this series. A good romance. Definitely check the trigger warnings. That is all. Don't know what I would rate it yet. Probably 3.5 or 4 stars. I don't know. But a good book. Trouble with Hating You by Sajni Patel. Should I start another book? I literally just finished this and I'm already talking about starting another book. Or maybe I should watch something. I kind of want to start another book. But I also feel bad not letting, my thoughts stay with this one, I guess. Let's see. If in case I don't start another book, this is goodbye for this video. But if I do, you will not see this, and then I will record that, I think. So anyways, in case I don't start another book, goodbye. Thank you for watching this video. I read The Trouble with Hating You by Sajni Patel, and I read Kaikeyi yesterday by Vaishnavi Patel. Great. Okay. Bye.